Good day, RGV. Today on Valley Por Vida, we're introducing you to the team of professionals over at Exceptional ER. And we're giving you the latest on your chance to vote in the upcoming election season. So stay tuned because the show starts right now. Hey there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and I've got a question for you. Okay, are you vote ready for November's election? Now, this time of year is rapidly approaching again, and we want to make sure that you have all of the information that you're going to need to cast your ballot.
This segment is sponsored by the Texas Secretary of State's office. Hey everyone, we're proud to be standing in the Capitol building of the great state of Texas today. We are trying to make sure that folks are vote ready for this November's election. And so I'm happy to be standing with John Scott. He is a Texas Secretary of State. John, good to see you.
Rosie, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. Beautiful building, by the way. Let's get voters prepared. What do they need to know to prepare to cast a ballot in the November 2022 election?
So the big thing, number one, is November 8th is the date of the election. So if you want to vote in person that day, that's the day that everybody calls election day. To be able to do that, you have to be registered to vote. The last day to register to vote is October 11th. That's an easy one to remember. It's the day after Columbus Day. There's early voting that takes place October 24th to November 4th. So there's plenty of time to get out there and vote in person.
And if you're voting in person, what sorts of photo ID can you bring to the polls? Because you say there are lots of options.
First and foremost, go to our website if you're ever confused, votetexas.gov. If you show up with your Texas Department of Public Safety issued driver's license, your personal ID card, your election ID certificate, then you can vote as well as long as you're registered to vote. So if you want a full list of all the acceptable IDs, go to votetexas.gov.
And John, for those voting by mail, what do they need to know in order to cast a successful ballot?
Well, the most important thing is they have to request the ballot. It won't be sent to them automatically. And once they receive it, they'll want to make sure they enclose the information that they're required to. Again, votetexas.gov has that complete list of information that needs to be on that ballot.
And you say by October 28th, that's a pretty important date by mail.
So that is if they're going to get that application, it has to be received by their local county election official by October 28th in order for them to be able to receive in time their actual ballot by mail.
But what if maybe they've submitted a ballot via mail and they're wondering where it is?
So we have a great new improvement that started back in the primary. It's a ballot tracker. They can go into our website, they can access the ballot tracker. So votetexas.gov and go get the ballot tracker and they can find out what the status of their mail ballot is.
And John, I know that you have some words that you'd like to say to the voters who are heading to the polls this November for 2022.
Rosie, yes. One of the biggest things is if you don't take the time to vote, you don't have to worry about whether your vote counted or not. It won't. So it's safer, it's more secure, and it's more accurate than it's ever been. Please take the time, go cast your vote for whoever your favorite candidate is.
Sounds good to me, John. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you, Rosie.
This segment is sponsored by the Texas Secretary of State's office.
Again, to learn more about Vote Ready, Vote Texas, you can log on to votetexas.gov or call 1-800-252-VOTE. And we'll give you a sec to do just that because it's actually time now for a commercial break. But stay tuned because Valley Por Vida is going to be right back.